BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.
The state released a survey showing that the number one cause of death now in Ohio for kids 10 to 14 is suicide. And there's been an increase both in the state for all populations as well as kids. What are you seeing here locally?
In Trumbull County, thank goodness, we have not had an increase in teen suicides. So far in 2019, we've had one 17-year-old who has completed suicide.
Any thoughts as to the fact you're not mirroring the state numbers?
We've really tried to work with our partners in the schools and in our treatment agencies to get help out to the kids. There's a statewide crisis text line program that they can actually text for help anytime from their phones. And so we have posters in the schools. It's on highlighters, it's on magnets, it's on wristbands, and we've really worked closely with the schools to get that into the hands of the kids so they know help is available when they need it. And I think that's been a deterrent maybe for someone who feels isolated. They can at least reach out for that text line help. Plus, we're doing a lot of work with the schools to do risk and protective factors, increase resiliency, and also teacher trainings. We've got agencies who are out there working with our teachers so that they can see the signs of a kid who might be struggling, who might be contemplating suicide, so that they know when to get that kid help.
What is your trend that you're seeing now in Trumbull as far as that middle age group that seems to be high of Caucasian men?
Last year, our largest number age group were middle-aged men, Caucasian, completing suicide. So far this year, it's been seniors, 65 and older, who have completed the most suicides. Most of those are by gunshot or hanging. And we know from our work with the coroner's office that depression, isolation, and medical issues are the key factors.
Why do you think the numbers have increased so dramatically in the state?
I think there's an overlying sense of hopelessness and helplessness out there that we're seeing of people who come to our agencies for help, for anxiety, for depression. I just think that the middle class is still beginning to shrink. Economics, even though there are a lot of jobs available, there are a lot of people working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. So finances are always a factor. We know that finances stress interpersonal relationships, so the divorce rate continues to be pretty status quo at about half of the people who marry end up divorcing over time. And I just think, the overall place that the United States is in right now with uncertainty, it weighs heavy on people.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
To know that it's been worth something.
it's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.